أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي خلقنا حمدا يليق بجلال عظمته وعظيم سلطانه، الذي خلقنا ورزقنا منذ نعومة أظفارنا إلى يومنا هذا، وضعنا في هذه الدنيا وما تركنا هملا، بل أرسل إلينا شفيعنا وقائدنا وقدوتنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، البشير النذير، أدى الأمانة وبلغ الرسالة ونصح الأمة، وتركها على محجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها، لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك. اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. أيها الإخوة والأخوات، إن نفع الناس من أعظم الأعمال الصالحة التي فاق أجرها عند الله، فالقرآن الكريم يشير إلى هذا العماد دوما، أن من أجل صور صلاح الإنسان أن يكون نافعا للناس، وأن يصل إلى الناس بره، وأن يمسك عن الناس ضره وشرره. فالقرآن يشير إلى هذا المعنى حتى يعظم في نفوس العباد قيمة النفع. قال الله تعالى في محكم تنزيله: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت، وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا. المريم. قال المفسرون منهم مجاهد وعمرو بن قيس: وجعلني مباركا معناه وجعلني نفاعا حيث توجهت، قاضيا للحوائج. وثبت عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم عن عبد الله ابن عمر أن رجلا سأل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن أحب الناس إلى الله وعن أحب الأعمال إلى الله، فقال صلى الله عليه وسلم: أحب الناس إلى الله أنفعهم للناس، وأحب الأعمال إلى الله عز وجل سرور تدخله على مسلم، تكشف عنه كربة، أو تقضي عنه دينا، أو تطرد عنه جوعا. ولأن أمشي مع أخي في حاجة أحب إلي من أن أعتكف في هذا المسجد، فأشار إلى مسجده، ثم قال: ومن مشى معي؟ وفي الرواية: ومن مشى مع أخيه في حاجة حتى يقضيها له ثبت الله قدميه يوم تزول الأقدام. أخرجه الطبراني في المعجم الأوسط. أيها المستمعون الكرام، اعلموا وعوا أن النفع المتعدي العام أفضل من النفع الخاص. واعلموا أن فيما ثبت من أقوال السلف السابقة: صبرك في مصيبتك خير من جزعك، وجزعك في مصيبتك أو في مصيبة أخيك خير من صبرك. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May His peace and salutations be bestowed upon His beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the one who fought tooth and nail for Islam to get to every corner of the world. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have mercy unto him and to whoever is to follow his footsteps till the day of judgment. Allahumma ameen. I bear full witness that none is worthy being worshipped but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whoever dares to worship anything else that isn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we consider that the highest level of oppression. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us far away from such kind of oppression. Allahumma ameen. Respected brothers and sisters in Islam, I would like to put to your attention this evening. I want us to discuss today how impactful, how useful a Muslim can be in a society. We are being distracted today by many people, by many factors that influence our behaviors, driving us away from a core value that is encouraged by Islam. Are you really useful in the society? How impactful positively are you in your society? If you die today, what do you have behind? What's in your legacy? What are we going to talk about you in case you die today? Are you even aware? Just to prove to you how relevant such a topic is today, we have young blood men and women, youths, that think that the only way they can contribute to the society is going immoral. The only way they can contribute to the society is speaking bad. The only way they can contribute to the society, and they think probably that makes them useful in the society, and Islamically we are like, no. It's like we are losing track. And that's why today, inshallah, I think it makes sense if we discuss how useful can you be in a society. What's the Islamic approach when it comes to your being useful in a society? I would like to put to your attention that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, together with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in the Quran and in the noble traditions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam respectively, they encouraged every Muslim to make sure at least they have some kind of usefulness in a society. It should bother you if at all you don't have any kind of usefulness within the people you live in. That should bother you as a Muslim. If you recite the Holy Quran, you all know that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was making it a point, narrating to us what Prophet Isa said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, Allah was like, وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ. The translators of the Quran, when they were trying to translate the meaning of وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا, they were like, وَجَعَلَنِي نَفَّاعًا. Prophet Isa alayhi salam confessed to his people, trying to make it a point that some of the attributes, some of the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted him, indeed Allah has bestowed onto him the factor, the discipline, the value, paramount value of being useful within the society he's in. Nafa'an. And that alone makes it a point to a Muslim. How useful are you? You're 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old. Ask that question to you. How useful are you in the society? If you're taking minutes to just specify something that you're doing that gets back to the society in line of humanity, you're doing us injustice as a Muslim. And the discipline way back was, if Prophet Isa alayhi salam is trying to make it a point that one of the reasons as to why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevated him, exalted him amongst the people by then, it was because of the usefulness he was going to add to the society. Ma dumtu hayya. Another key point. Don't stop being useful today and then tomorrow you switch to the opposite of that. No. You have to keep that pace till you meet your Lord, till you end your life. And I would like to put your attention, my brother and sister in Islam. Please, take it as a challenge today. If you don't have anything you add to the society, and you're a Muslim, you're the follower of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, you're doing us injustice as a Muslim. As a teacher, as a politician, as the elder brother, as a father, as a mother, as someone in the society, as a child to your parents, how useful are you to those people? If you don't have an answer to that, come on, wake up. It's high time you got an answer to that. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam also on the same point made it a point to guide us in an authentic tradition narrated to us by Abdullah ibn Umar. One day a gentleman marched to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam and he posed two questions. The first question was, who is the most loved amongst we people? Because we all know as a Muslim, you long to the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're here to perform Jummah. You do every good deed. For one reason, you want to attain the love of your Creator. So that's a cardinal goal. And the second question was, what deed can a Muslim do and it's loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a lot? And then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. These are some of the traditions that merely solve the problems to humanity. Prophet was like, Ahabbu nasi ila Allahi anfa'uhum linnas. The best amongst us, the best within human beings, not only Muslims, the best within humanity is someone who has a lot to put on the table for the society to enjoy. The best amongst us is someone who has some contribution to the well-being of the society. That means we get a principle that goes, something that benefits you alone personally, and it doesn't benefit the society, that doesn't put you in the second category, in the first category of someone who is most loved by Allah. You need to go to the second category of doing something such that you meet the love of people, such that you contribute something to the society. And we are like, bravo, you're doing us justice as a human being. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam proceeded answering the second question. وَأَحَبُّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ. The best deed a Muslim can do. سُرُورٌ تُدْخِلْهُ عَلَى مُسْلِمٍ. Anything you do that puts a smile onto a human being. Any act you do that puts a smile, joy, within someone, within a human being, that deed is loved a lot by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prophet went further to even giving us some examples in the same very tradition, just to make sure we're on the straight line. Prophet was like, تَكْشِفْ عَنْهُ كُرْبَةً. Be part to solving some of his or her problems. That's a way of putting joy into someone. Not only that, وَتَقْضِي عَنْهُ دَيْنًا. If at all you're looking for something to do that is going to put joy to someone, have you even considered clearing off his debts or maybe her debts? Someone who is having a debt of 10,000 Ugandan shillings. Can't you just give that to them so that they clear that debt? To put that joy into them, that's also a factor. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam basically also gave us another example. وَتَطْرُدُ عَنْهُ جُوعًا. Have you even thought of feeding someone who is hungry just to put joy within their hearts? If at all you're doing this all in the name of seeing them smile, in the name of them not losing hope in humanity, we are like, you the true definition of the Muslim, and you're the true definition of someone who is following the teachings of Islam, specifically the teachings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Please, just make sure you're useful to the society. That's the message today. And at the end of the tradition, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was like, وَلَأَنْ أَمْشِيَ مَعَ أَخٍ فِي حَاجَةٍ أَحَبُّ إِلَيَّ مِنْ أَنْ أَعْتَكِفَ فِي هَذَا الْمَسْجِدِ. Prophet went far to explaining to us how paramount is putting joy into someone is. And he was like, if I happen to be in the story of someone, seeing them through a dilemma, seeing them through a difficulty, and I'm with them, it's better, it's loved a lot by Allah than someone who is spending some time in the mosque, itikaf, doing some deeds, just to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prophet was like, the first one is the best. If you're doing something that is going to extend joy to someone, that alone is far better than someone who is busy doing an act of worship that is only going to benefit them. فَأَشَارَ إِلَى مَسْجِدِهِ. He was saying that not to any mosque, but he said that authentically pointing at his own mosque, Masjidun Nabawi. You know what that means? Please, as a Muslim, just make sure you're useful. That's the whole point in today's sermon. If at all you're not as useful as that, you're doing us injustice as a Muslim. Abebitiibwa abampuliriza, amatenda amajjufu ga Allah, tumusinza kuba yasaanidde okuba nga asinzibwa. Tusaba Allah asse emirembe n'okusaasira eri nabbi waffe Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, eyakola kyonna ekyasoboka eddiini eno okututuukako. Tusaba Allah abeerenga amusiima naffe abamugoberera okutuusa olunaku olw'enkomerero. Allahumma amin. Akawungeezi k'olwaleero njagadde tuwayeemuko butya bw'oyinza okubeera ow'omugaso eri bantu banno. Kizuuliddwa nti olwaleero abantu batandise okufuna ebintu ebingi eby'enjawulo ebibalowoozesa okulowooza nti bakitalo nnyo era ba mugaso nnyo eri abantu. Omwana omuto omuvubuka, omuwala oba omulenzi, yatandika ddi okulowooza nti bwe yeeyambula ensi n'eraba obwereere bwe, kati n'atambula bwe yeekweka mbu wa mugaso nnyo mu bantu bamutegedde. Ffe nga tugamba nti bwe tutuuka mu nsi ng'eyo ng'abantu batandise okufuna ebintu ebirala ebiyinza okubalowoozesa nti bya mugaso, tubuuza ffe ng'Abasiraamu, Obusiraamu butuyigiriza butya eri omuntu okuba nga wa mugaso? Nabbi waffe Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam yatuyigiriza ng'ate atusomesa aya eya Qur'ani nga Allah mwennyini yatuyigiriza ng'ayita mu nabbi we Isa alayhi salam. Mu suratu Maryam, Nabbi Isa Allah bwe yali atunyumiza yayogera ebigambo bino wammanga, a'udhu billahi minash shaitani rrajim, waja'alani mubarakan. Nabbi Isa bwe yali yeeyogerako yagamba nti Katonda wange anfudde ow'emikisa. Abayivu ba Qur'ani we baali bannyonnyola butya Allah bwe yamufuula ow'omukisa, baagamba nti yamufuula naffa'an, yamufuula ng'omuntu agenda okuyamba abantu ebizibu, ng'omuntu agenda okubaako ettaffaali lyateeka ku society abantu bakulaakulane baleme kuggwamu ssuubi mu buntu. Aya bwe yali eggwako Allah yatuuka n'okukyogerako nti madumtu hayya, nga Nabbi Isa alinga atutendeka nti ng'onaabeera ow'omugaso, bw'otabeera olwaleero ow'omugaso enkeera n'olatta nti omaze okukola ekikumala, olina kubeera wa mugaso, ffe kye twagala okukulabamu mpaka bwe weefiira. Tuba tukyali awo, Nabbi ate n'ayingirawo n'hadiisi, kubanga omusiraamu ng'anaanywerera ku nsonga bw'omuleetera nno ku aya n'omuleeterayo n'hadiisi anywerera nno ddala. Lumu omusajja yagenda ewa Nabbi, Abdallah ibn Umar yatunyumiza, yagenda ewa Nabbi n'amubuuza ebibuuzo bibiri. Ekibuuzo ekisooka ti Nabbi, njagala ombuulireyo omuntu Allah gw'asinga okwagala. Ekibuuzo ekyokubiri, njagala ombuulireyo omulimu omuntu gw'ayinza okukola Allah n'ayagala omulimu ogwo kamala obukamazi. Nabbi n'atandika okumuddamu ansa ze zino nno wammanga. Nabbi n'amutegeeza ti ahabbu nnaasi ila Allah, omuntu Allah gw'asinga okwagala anfa'uhum linnaas, ye muntu abantu gwe bafunamu omugaso. Omusajja alongoosa washrooms kasitaabanga waavaawo tukaaba, wallahi omusajja oyo yasinga omugaso mu maaso ga Allah. Asingira ddala ggwe ne ssente zo nga bw'ofa olwaleero naku 2-3 oba wiiki nga tukwerabira, kubanga omugaso toyina eri abantu b'owangaala nabo. Kati nga Nabbi alinga atutendeka nti bannange omuntu yenna omusiraamu kitwale nga kikulu nnyo okubeera ow'omugaso abantu w'obeera, naye ku myaka gy'olina ggwe olina mugaso ki w'owangaalira? Bw'obanga otwala eddakiika emu oba 2 nga tolina ky'oyinza kwogera ng'otoswazizza ng'omusiraamu, ffe nga tugamba nti funayo omugaso abantu gwe bakuganyulwamu nga tegukoma ku ggwe. Ensonga ey'okubiri n'addamu ekibuuzo, mulimu ki Allah gw'akyasinza okwagala? Nabbi n'avaamu ebigambo nti sururun tudkhiluhu ala muslimin, lyessanyu, essuubi, okwagala kw'otwala ku musiraamu munno. Nabbi yakimanya nti waliwo abasiraamu abayinza okwagala okuba nga abatabitegedde bulungi, n'atandika otumenyeramenyera atulabira points ze tuyinza okukwata okubeerako ab'omugaso bw'obanga onoonya okubeera ow'omugaso. Ensonga esookera ddala, takshifu anhu kurbatan, muyambe omugirewo ekizibu ekimulinnye ku mutwe. Ffenna tukimanyi nti tetwenkanankana, waliwo ayina ekizibu nga mu butuufu obuyinza obukimalawo yeggwe, naye neoyagala akwegayirire. Bwe tukubuuza nti oli musiraamu n'ogamba nti iye, nga tugamba nti otuswazizza. Nabbi yakugamba nti beerako ow'omugaso ng'omala ebizibu naddala ng'olina obusobozi obumalawo. Ekyo bwe kiba kiganye, genda ku kyokubiri, au taqdi anhu dainan, muyambe omugirewo ebbanja. Lwaki obeera ne mukwano gwo ng'ayina ebbanja ery'omutwalo naye nga ggwe olina emitwalo 10, n'oyagala era akugambe era akusaba embu? Muwa omutwalo ogwo agenda amalewo ebbanja baleme mulangira nti tasasula. Awo wonna nga Nabbi agezaako okukulaga butya bw'oyinza okubeera ow'omugaso. Agenda mu maaso Nabbi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam n'atugamba ekyokusatu, au tatrudu anhu juan, kale wokiba kiganye ekyo kyonna muliise emmere enjala emuveeko. Gubeera omugaso nti bwaki buli Lwakutaano olinayo gw'oyamba n'omuwa ekyemisana nga takisobola kyetuusaako. Nga bw'onaafa waakiri ajja kujjukira ekyo. Nabbi n'atuuka n'okuvaamu ebigambo nti ye kennyini okubeera mu bwetaavu n'ayamba muganda we omusiraamu munne, n'alabira ddala nti amuggusizza ekizibu kyakimaze kya bbeeyi okusinga okukola i'tikaafu mu muzikiti gwe yeezimbira. Eyo ensonga teba ya bulijjo, nga kiringa ng'ekitegeeza nti omusiraamu yenna ng'onaaba ow'omugaso, funa ekyokuddibwamu ku kibuuzo ekyo. Omugaso gwo ki? Kuba nkulayirira Allah, igwe ng'omuntu bw'ofa olwaleero tetulina nnyo kye tukwetaaza. Naye bw'ofa omugaso gwo gwe gutukuuma nga tukujjukira ne tufuna n'amaanyi agakusabirako. Bameka be mumanyi abafudde nga balina emigaso mingi gye tubadde tubafunamu, naye ng'essaawa eno kyalina n'amaanyi agagamba nti ayi Allah musaasire gy'ali, naye tosobolako kubanga ku myaka gy'owangadde all you have is to occupy space, naye nga toyinaayo mugaso gwonna gw'oyinza ku extending eri muntu. Tusaba Allah tuteeke mu abantu be bafunamu omugaso. Allahumma amin. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو التواب الرحيم. المحمود هو الله والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده وبعد. Respected brothers and sisters in Islam, I will conclude my sermon today with 4 points. Point number 1, it is recorded that our predecessors made it a point to say the following paramount statements. صبرك في مصيبتك خير من جزعك. Applying patience when Allah is testing you in any way, you as a person, that alone is better than not applying patience. But at the second point, they were like, وَجَزْعُكَ فِي مُصِيبَةِ أَخِيكَ. If you ever happen to be in a position of talking to someone who is being tested by Allah, a calamity stunned them, and you happen to talk to them, you happen to access them, if you have the ability to help them out, please, it's not your position to encourage them to be patient at that moment. If you have a solution to them, please help them go through that calamity. That alone will make you useful as a Muslim. Secondly, at least if you can't help anyone, we are not forcing you to be useful. But if at all you can't help anyone, please, the least you can do, don't at one point harm anyone. If at all you can do that, we have no problem with you not being useful. Just don't hurt and harm anyone. Thirdly, please get to know, as you're being useful, as you're trying to do something, people might talk. But please, don't get demoralized. If you're useful and you happen to be doing anything, starting up anything, an initiative with the cardinal aim of helping humanity, you're on the right track. Don't mind us, because we are going to say a lot, but don't get demoralized. And that brings us to a point. I'm not training you to know how useful someone else is supposed to be to you. I'm addressing you as a person. So before you pin your brother, before you pin your boss, before you pin your other friend, not being useful to you, I'm talking to you as a person. Are you useful to them? And the Islamic guidance is, even when they are not useful to you, that alone is not reason enough for you turning out being useless to them. You just continue being useful, because that's the call of humanity. And then lastly, please, if anyone ever happens to be useful, don't be amongst the group of people that turn them down and off. No. Encourage them. They are doing something good, because without being useful as a human being, you're destroying humanity. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala see us through that. Allahumma amin. Ab'ebitiibwa, njagala okumaliriza ebigambo byange eby'olwaleero n'ensonga nnya. Ensonga esookera ddala, abayivu abaatusooka balina obugambo bwe baayogera nalabye nga bwa bbeeyi nnyo tubwogereko. Baayogera obugambo tiswabburuka, Allah bw'abanga akugezesezza n'ekintu ekizibu kyonna, okugumiikiriza kwo mu kizibu ekyo khayrun min jaz'ika, kusingira wala nnyo okusinga okubanga toli mugumiikiriza mu mbeera eyo nga Allah akugezesezza. Naye ate ekyokubiri kyenjagaddemu nti Allah bw'ageza n'agezesa omuntu omulala naye ng'amugezesezza n'enjala, oyina emmere. Bw'otamusomera aya za bugumiikiriza ng'osobola omuwa emmere. Kati nga balinga abatutegeeza ti Allah bw'akugezesanga n'osisinkana omuntu ayina ekizibu ky'ayitamu nga mu butuufu osobola okukimala, genda mu maaso okimumalire, kubanga ate okukimumalira kisingira ddala okumusomera aya z'obugumiikiriza oba hadiisi naye ng'akulaba osobola omumalira. Tusaba Allah atuwe entegeera ng'eyo. Ensonga ey'okubiri, bw'obanga tosobola kubeera wa mugaso tetukuyinaako buzibu. Bw'otalowooza ti bw'obeera nga tolina mugaso kati otulumizza nnyo, ffe tugenda kukusabayo akantu aka, totukosa. Beera mu mbeera ey'obutabala mugaso, naye tukolereyo ekintu kimu ng'abantu banno abali ku duniya kuno, tobaako kyokola kitukosa. Naye bw'obanga osazeewo okubeera ow'omugaso bambi, beera ow'omugaso tukuganyulwemu ky'oyinza otukolera. Ekiddirira ekisemba, njagala ab'ebitiibwa tukijjukire nti omugaso ogugenda nga guyamba abantu abangi gusingira ddala okusinga omugaso ogudda gy'oli wekka. Omusaala gwo gw'ofuna buli mwezi tebitukwatako bantu banno, naye bw'obanga olina disipulini ejjamu 1000 n'obaako gw'oluwa, oli wa mugaso muntu waffe. Ffe nga tugamba nti omugaso ogwo bwe gubeerawo oli wa bbeeyi muntu gwe. Era ku nsonga eyo esemba njagala okubakubiriza temubeera bantu bamalamu bantu babadde ba mugaso maanyi. Omuntu bw'aba asazeewo okubeera ow'omugaso n'akola ekintu nga kirimu omulamwa nga kukigenda kugasa abantu, toswalako ng'omusiraamu okuyimirira nga nabbi wogwogoberera n'otandika ate omumalamu amaanyi. Era mbeegayiridde abantu ab'emigaso, nkwegayiridde nga sikwegayirira nga nze wabula mbijjira ddala ku bigambo bya nabbi waffe Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Abantu b'okoleramu omugaso bwe baba nga tebagulaba, ffe tukwegayiridde tebakumalaamu maanyi. Genda bugenzi mu maaso kuba ffe tujja kwogera. Sigala ku nsonga yo ogigguse, balitegeera ng'omugaso batandise okugufunamu. Naye tetumanyi bintu bihapeninga wano, tolinaayo muntu yakufaako naye nga kumujjuka tojjukira ye nga muntu, ojjukira kye yakukolera. Abo bangi nammwe mukimanyi bafudde nga tosobola mujjukira okujjako olw'ebintu bye yakola. Naye gwe bw'ofa olwaleero okakasa ewiiki eggwako nga tukyakujjukira. Okoledde ki abantu? Okweyambula ku social media, omuntu omukulu naawe mulawemula ng'atasomangako ng'atalina amuwadde buntu, okakasa bw'onaaba ofudde tukusubwe nga tuludde omuntu atuwemula. Nedda bambi, teekawo omugaso kwe tunaasinziirira, oba abantu kwe banaasinziira okugamba nti omusajja oyo yalinga bw'ati, bw'aba taliiwo tetukyafuna mugaso ogwo. Tusaba Allah abeere ng'atuwa entegeera ng'eyo. Ekibuuzo kye mmaliriza nakyo, are you useful? If the answer is no, please just try to be useful. It's not all about money. It's all about doing something, any act that extends happiness and joy to someone. If you're a politician, be useful to your people. If you're a teacher, a boss, employer, just be useful to whoever is surrounding you. Oli wa mugaso. Okakase oli wa mugaso. Bw'obanga toli wa mugaso, funayo ky'okola, beera wa mugaso. Kirina okukubadhalinga ng'omuntu. Lwaki toba wa mugaso ng'ate okuze? n'abaana tubatendeke okubeera ab'omugaso nga bakuze, abazadde ab'ebyobufuzi mubeere ab'omugaso eri abantu bammwe, abasuubuzi mubeere ab'omugaso. Omuntu yenna wabanga wa mugaso tumwagala nnyo era wa mulamwa nnyo asinga omuntu gwe tuyinza okulaba nti ali waggulu naye nga talina kirungi kimuvaamu. inna allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayuha alladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. وارض اللهم عن الأربعة الخلفاء منهم أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل، ونعوذ بك اللهم من النار وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل. وأقم الصلاة إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.